Welcome back to the Early Show, coming to you live this morning from a newly decorated White House. And joining us for a tour is First Lady Laura Bush. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks,
Your house
Maggie.
looks beautiful.
It looks great, doesn't it?
It looks spectacular. And I notice a lot of red, white, and blue.
That's it. That's the theme this year, red, white, and blue Christmas. We thought it was perfect for an election year and for our last year here to have a patriotic theme. It's also a theme that Americans have suggested to me. It's the only theme, actually, that I've gotten letters from people who've said, why don't you do a red, white, and blue holiday?
We see it beautifully
so we
illustrated
have, and
right
you can
here
see
in the
it here with
garland.
the bunting and the garland and how pretty it looks with the flags that surround the door to the blue room, the American flag and the presidential standard.
I know that a lot of these ornaments, Mrs. Bush, were recycled.
That's it.
We were so mindful of the economic plight of so many people in this country.
Well, we, just like every family, we recycled. And of course, when red is one of your predominant colors, that's easy because we had a lot. We also used LED lights on the trees, which are much more energy efficient. And then downstairs, we brought back other decorations from other Christmases. Downstairs, we had the presidential homes from the Christmas of 2001.
Such a great
that
idea.
Are on the
Why not reuse them? They're so beautiful.
Exactly, they're so beautiful, and everyone wants to see them again.
Okay, as we walk into the blue room, we're going to show you the pièce de résistance right here, shall we?
Here's the big tree.
The big, big, big tree. How tall is it?
I'm not sure. It's floor to ceiling. 18 feet tall, I believe. And it's a beautiful Fraser fir from North Carolina. All the trees this year are from North Carolina and from a Christmas tree grower there. It's such a really beautiful tree.
I immediately noticed the ornaments. Now, initially, all of these ornaments were just blank silver balls that you handed out to each member of Congress.
That's right.
And told them what?
We asked each member of Congress to designate an artist from their district to decorate the tree in the American spirit and something that represents their district. And so I have some favorites here that happen to be from my home state. Let's see if I can find any of them here on the tree.
Yeah, I should say that. I tried to find the ones from President-elect Obama and Senators Biden, Clinton, and McCain, but it's such a big tree.
Big tree, it's very hard to find them, although we do have a brochure that tells where everything's from. This is a Texas one, and this, of course, is a typical Texas myth. This is the jackalope that everyone in Texas says really exists. The jackrabbit with horns.
You ever seen one?
No, I never have seen one. But you can see how pretty. Beautiful. This is our youngest artist, an 8-year-old girl from Virginia. Katie Schools is her name, did this. She's suffering from a brain tumor, and her vision is affected, but she is an artist, and she did this beautiful Virginia state bird, the cardinal. Beautiful. So she's our youngest artist, and a little bit around the tree, we have our oldest artist, a 90-year-old man who did this ornament that represents Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, that's beautiful.
With Teddy Roosevelt's face on it. His name is Tom DeLuca, the artist.
Gorgeous tree. I also want to talk about the gingerbread house.
That's
very
right,
quickly.
Isn't it great?
It's beautiful. It's huge. It weighs 435 pounds.
It's huge, and it's very, very architecturally correct.
Yes, okay.
It's a beautiful white chocolate gingerbread house, and so it's perfect in just the way the house is. And of course, what makes it so patriotic is the fife and drum corps that's marching on the lawn in front of it. And that's our old fife and drum corps based on the Revolutionary War fife and drum corps that march for any arrival ceremony we have for a head of state.
I'd like to ask you about your next house. You're getting ready to leave here in a few weeks.
That's right.
Bittersweet?
It is bittersweet, absolutely. You know, very mixed emotions. You know when you move here that you'll just have 4 years or 8 years if you're reelected, and so you know all the time that there will be a day that you leave. And of course, we've been here on the day when other presidents, like President George H.W. Bush, left. So I think from them, from Barr and George Bush, our father and mother, that we have a really good example of life after the White House. And so we look forward to it, really. We look forward to going home to our home state, but we say goodbye with great gratitude to everybody here that works at the White House, both the people who work here for every president, as well as obviously all the people that work here for us that'll be going on themselves.
Quickly, you mentioned your mother-in-law, and we're all wondering how she's
doing. She's doing very well. We're so thankful. We talked to her last night. She's home from the hospital, and so she's doing great. Thanks for asking.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Wonderful
Maggie.
to see you. Thanks for the invitation.
Thanks a lot.
We'll be right back. You're watching The Early Show from the White House.